Welcome back to our Masternode Explained Masternode tutorial. In this video, we're going to talk about what is a Masternode specifically, why is it people want to invest in them, and specifically, are Masternodes legit or are they all just a bunch of scams? Oftentimes people, when they hear about Masternodes, then one of the first things as a new crypto enthusiast or crypto investor hears about is that you can make money with them and that you can make this passive income with Masternodes. But we're going to dispel some of the myths that are associated with them, and we're going to talk about what they are in this video. And I'm going to talk about some of the risk associated with Masternodes and how you can avoid some of those pitfalls. So first of all, let's just talk about the basics. So what is a Masternode outright? A Masternode, a node it can simply be understood as a computer that plays a part in ensuring the integrity of a coin network. So please understand, first and foremost, Masternodes are a real legitimate concept in the crypto space. That you can earn income from them. It is real, it is legitimate. The income that you earn, by the way, is you earn rewards in the coin that you set up a Masternode with, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. So the crypto space is not only decentralized, but it's also distributed. Therefore, it functions by several people running nodes from different parts of the world. So if you missed it, nodes from different parts of the world. Okay. That said, you require a full node to host a copy of the blockchain coins ledger and thus support the network. Now this is a down and dirty, simple explanation. A Masternode is a crypto full node computer wallet. So basically what a Masternode is a specific type of computer wallet that supports the network by hosting an entire copy of the coins ledger in real time. In return, the Masternode will receive crypto coins as a reward. It is a great alternative to mining. Okay, so this is a big distinction. If you're familiar with Bitcoin, then you understand that Bitcoin pays out rewards by miners completing mining algorithms and complex algorithms that these miners complete, or the computers of these miners complete. And for completing those algorithms, you secure the blockchain. You essentially also create the blockchain. And for doing that, for your reward for paying for a computer and for running this algorithm is you get paid in block rewards, or you get Bitcoin on the Bitcoin blockchain. The way Masternode coins work, such as Dash, which is currently the largest cryptocurrency, we'll get to that in just a moment. But the way Masternodes work is you basically just hold, there's no mining, traditional mining. You just hold and secure the wallet on your computer, or typically you don't hold it on your computer because it has to be up and running 24/7. It has to be up and running 24/7. So what ends up happening is typically you use something called a virtual private server. It would be a Linux-based server in most cases, and it can get a little technical. But if you stick with me through this Masternode series right now that this is one part of, this is actually the second video in a series that I'm putting together. I'm going to show you a little later in the series how you can participate with Masternodes and how you can get Masternode rewards, or how you can earn passive cryptocurrency without having to be extremely tech savvy. So stay tuned for that coming in a later video. So I want to talk for a moment. When people first hear about Masternodes, they want to know if they're legit. So first thing I want to dispel the myth is, yes, they're legit. You can come over to, let's see, two things I'll show you. CoinMarketCap, the current largest Masternode is Dash. Dash has a market capitalization at the time of this video of 1.5 billion. However, Ethereum, which currently has a market cap of over 20 billion, is well on its way to being a Masternode coin. It's going to move over from proof of work, which it is now, to proof of stake. So eventually, Ethereum will be a Masternode coin. So why would Ethereum want to convert to being a Masternode? What's the advantage? Masternodes tend to be able to process transactions far faster than proof of work coins like Bitcoin. They can, typically Masternodes are private, like Dash is a privacy coin. And they can process transactions super fast. That's part of the big thing. Plus there's other issues as well. As a Masternode, when you run a Masternode, you typically have voting rights and a little bit of decentralized governance that can take place for running a Masternode. Some of the other advantages are when you part of the key to running a Masternode is you actually have to buy a certain amount of coins, and you hold those coins in a wallet. And for holding those coins in a wallet, so you basically lock up the coins, and that's how you get your rewards. And the rewards, I mean, it's essentially real income, real money, real cryptocurrency that you're given. In fact, it can be a lot. I'll show you an example of this. This is masternodes.pro, and this is just an example, but take a look at this. So Dash is the largest cryptocurrency by market cap. You can earn 6.78% right now, and that's at today's value. That is subject to go up and down, and it's also based on the price of Dash. Well, you're actually paid in Dash, so it's probably 6.78% on the amount of Dash that you're currently holding. So if you have, 100 Dash and you earn that's probably 6.78 Dash rewards you're going to get for the year. And that's going to calculate to however much Dash is by the end of the year. Now, it takes more than 100 Dash. You have to have 1,000 Dash that you have to have. So that's a lot, just so you know, that's $180,000. You have to have $181,000 right here to have a Dash Masternode. But the thing is with Masternodes, and by the way, let's cover the income first of all the way down to 0.43%, all the way up to 7,000%. Now, when we get to talking about scams, just so you know, most all these are probably scams. But we'll talk about how you can kind of weed out some of the scams. Masternodes have different requirements. They have different prices. Most people are concerned with what does it cost to set one up. Once they decide they want to set one up, then it's, well, what's it going to cost me? So you can set one up for as cheap as $7, literally, and as high as $181,000. Now, you take all this with a grain of salt, and we'll talk about that coming up in another video. These numbers are just to give you a rough estimate. I would never make any hard decisions just based off any of these numbers. But just to show you that, yes, you can earn real income with Masternode coins. They are legitimate. It is real. This isn't, and it's important for you to understand, this isn't like some of the lending platforms out there or the Ponzi scheme type tokens out there where you're getting paid this artificial return for nothing. Like, for instance, Dash, let's go back to that. That's not it. Masternode. So Dash, for instance, they have a set reward. 45%, I believe it is, of their rewards go to the Masternode. So, there's a very specific purpose for those rewards. That's calculated in their entire economy. It's set up to be that way on purpose. So stay tuned. We're going to cover more on investing in Masternodes coming up in other videos. Now, the part of the advantages is without question is the passive income that you can earn. And this is a thing that, unfortunately, a lot of people aren't familiar with Masternodes. They don't quite understand. For example, you'll hear things, there's YouTube videos out there of guys saying, hey, I've lost money on my Masternodes this year. They're not really worth it. Well, the reason you lost money on your Masternodes this year is because we're in a crypto bear market. However, if you own Bitcoin and the price of Bitcoin drops, you got nothing but a devalued Bitcoin. Let's come look at this. If the price of Bitcoin goes down, as it has, you have nothing. It was at, almost $20,000 a few months ago. It's down to $6,500. So what do you have for that? Well, you have $6,500. But if you had a Dash Masternode, which pays out about 6 or 7%, then yeah, you lost money on your Dash. Your Dash went down in value, but you earned free Dash basically just for operating and running a Masternode. And it's far easier to operate a Masternode than it is to run mining software. So it's, well, at least in my opinion. And so you get something for what you're doing. You get something for holding that coin. And you help support the price of the coin by holding it, because all the Masternodes have to just hold the coin. You're not selling it. So therefore that decreases the actual circulating of value. So Masternodes help create price stability among other things as well. And this is a 6%. I personally have Masternodes that, get about 100% a year, 60% a year, 150% a year currently. So yeah, they may go down in value, but you're getting something for that return. And it gives you a chance to be able to sell off part of your reward to help limit some of your downside risk as well. There's a lot of advantages to investing in a Masternode with that passive income, whether you hold it and you kind of compound it buying more tokens, or if you just take it and you cash it out and sell those tokens for Bitcoin or whatever to help offset some of your downside risk. Now, Coming up in one of our next videos, what we're going to talk about avoiding the scams that are out there. There are some scams out there in the Masternode space, and I'm going to talk about what those are. And I'm going to talk about how to find legitimate projects that you would want to be able to potentially invest in. Also, one of the things that you need to be aware of in the kind of the downside, if you will, of Masternodes is a lot of people are intimidated because you have to be extremely tech savvy to be able to set one up on a VPS server. You have to be Linux, you have to be familiar with Linux. Not only that, it's not very easy to understand sometimes how to set them up. Like the Masternode coins themselves don't always have very clear instructions, and a lot of times you have to go to their Discord or to their Telegram channel. You have to ask a lot of questions. You have to try to figure out and piece together how to make it work, and then you have to find someone who can help you troubleshoot your problem if you're having a problem. Not only that, a lot of times these wallets can be a little bit buggy because it's new. They release an update and everybody tries to use the update, and then someone finds a bug and it doesn't work with this type of in this situation it conflicts with that software program or whatever, and it can just be a bit of a pain. That's the single biggest downfall are illegitimate projects that are out there that you can invest in, which is all over the crypto space, by the way. The other biggest, most intimidating thing is not bad projects. The most intimidating thing is just overcoming the huge technical hurdle. But if you stay tuned on this video series, subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up icon, hit that bell notification icon, and stay tuned to this channel and on this series specifically, because I'm going to be covering how you can participate in Masternodes and not have to worry about overcome that huge technical hurdle. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about anything that we've discussed below, please put the comments below. Please put your questions in the comments below. Also, if you currently are investing in any Masternodes, what coins are you investing in that are Masternodes? Please let me know. Thank you so much for watching.